This is going to be 51, sales tax and tips. And let's go ahead and see what they did. And we are going to do it both ways today. So it says a shirt is marked $14. The sales tax is 7%. How much will the shirt cost after sales tax? So let me see. They're going to do sales tax. Oh, sales tax and tips. Both of these, tax and tips, are both added. They are both added to the selling cost of the item, or they're added to the total cost of your meal. So we're going to start. It's basically, if you're doing ratio and proportion, we have our percent. So it's 7 over 100. And again, it is the percent over 100. Over here, it is going to be the, in this case, the tax is part of the original or your total. Okay, we can say original. And so you do it the same way. Cross multiply. This will give it to you in, this is decimal form. So once you have your tax, you're going to take your marked price and you will add the amount of the sales tax. So the total cost that you have to pay the clerk is going to be $14.98. Pretty simple. And then here is the other way, is you can do the tax rate, the tax percent, times the original cost, or times the total cost of your items. So in this case, if you use this method, there's actually two different ways that I'm going to show you. They're changing this to a 7% times that. They're changing it to a decimal, then times that. So you get the same 98. Another way that you can do this is you can also go 7%. Is that a percent? Yeah, 7%. They're and this if you do it this way, you don't have to change anything. 7% times the 14. So in this case, what's 7 times 14? I think that's 98. Divided by 100, guess how many places I'm going to move the decimal? Twice. And so I'm going to put it here, put it here. We want that to be a 1 and a 1. So if you're using this method, you do not need to put it in decimal form. You either put it in decimal form or you put it in fraction form. Not both. I prefer this way because I might forget to move my decimal. So I prefer this way. It comes out to be the same thing. Anyway, we're going to do a few of these. It's all kind of the same that we've been doing. So I'm going to do a couple of them. Let's see. So I'll do this one, sales tax. So this is going to be, by the way, 51. And this is L7-10, number 3. So do I have the sales tax? Oh, what are we supposed to be finding? Let's make sure we know what we're finding. So find the amount of sales tax and also the total cost. This is money, so you won't leave money in a fraction form. You'll go ahead and leave it in a decimal form. So on this one, it is going to be, we're going to do the proportion method first. So it is 6%. This is my tax out of my, I'll say, original total. And I don't know the tax. I'm going to put it, I could have put an X. I'll put a TX. Over, where's the 48 going to go? On the bottom. That is what the item is costing me. And then let's go ahead and cross multiply. So it's going to be 100 times T, 6 times 48. What's 6 times 48? 2 what? 288. And you can divide by 100 easily by hand. So again, this is going to go over 1, 2, 1, 2. So the tax amount is $2.88. So it says the tax amount is $2.88. And then you need to get the TC, which is the total cost. How are you going to get the total cost? Add the original amount plus that. We could do this one in our head. And so this is going to be, is that 50.88? See if it's on your answer bank.
Yes.
You'll see the tax and you'll see the total. So cross both of them off. Let's go down to this one. Number 6 is, do we have the percent?
Yes.
So 6.5 over 100. That is our tax over our final original price. And so again, I'm going to put tax here. Who knows where the marked price is going to go?
The bottom.
The bottom, because I've already reserved this for the tax, so I can't put a tax. So this is going to be our original mark price, which is 143, and here we're going to get our tax. So go ahead and cross multiply again. And somebody do this for me, 6.5. Okay, let me speak first before you're saying the number, because I don't understand you. Ava, can you tell me what it is?
6.5 times 143.
Yes.
929.5.
Okay, and then we're going to divide by 100. Divide by 100. And so the tax is 2 places backwards to make that a 1. Okay, and this is 1. Money is to the hundredths place, 2 places over. Is that going to round to 929 or 930? 930. Is 930 on there? Okay, so we can assume that is correct. So our tax amount is $9.30. And you don't have to show me that you're adding. You could do it right here. Take your 143 plus that. And so our total cost, I believe, is that 152.30? Got it? And see if those 2 answers are in your answer bank. And then we're going to do this one. We're going to do this one, actually, the decimal method. And I'm actually going to use this one because I don't want to move my decimal over. Yes? Yeah, why? You can't see?
Do you have your glasses?
Okay, yeah, go ahead and do it. All right, so this one. So now I'm going to use the method where I'm going to take my tax percent times my original. If I have my original, I can just go straight across. Well, I should have written the word first. Okay. Do I know my tax?
Yes.
Yes. So we're going to make this into a decimal. It is 6.75% times the 197.30. So I can either make this into a decimal or I can just leave it. I prefer just leaving it because I might mess up. So I'm going to put 6.75 times 197.30 over the 100. And then just go ahead with your calculator. Go 6.75 times 197.3.
1,331.775.
Tell me again.
1,331.775.
Okay, and then I'm dividing by 100, which moves that decimal over 1, 2 places, 1, 2 places. And so my tax amount is that closer to 1331 or 1332. I happen to have these 3 examples on the first row. So that is, the tax is 1332. And then to get our total cost, we're going to add the 197.30 and the 1332. I know that's going to be a 62. That's going to be a 0. Is that 210, 62? Hope I didn't make a mistake. Yes. And we'll do the same thing on this one. We'll make this into a decimal, but don't move the decimal. I'm just going to make that 5.5% as 5.5% times the 25.50. And so this is going to be 5.5 over 100 times 5. And also this way, if you want, you can use your calculator right here, and this will get it ready to go ahead and multiply it by that number. So you want to try that? Take this divided by that, and it should move your decimal 2 places over. Okay, or I could just actually move it. I don't like this way where you have to like, why are they moving it? They're not telling me. So I like to actually see why I'm moving it, and the reason I'm moving it is because I've got that percent. 1, 2, 1, 2. So now I'm going to be multiplying 0.055, put it in your calculator, times 25.50. And what do you get? 0.055. You get what? 1.4 what? Is that, did everybody get that?
Yes.
Okay, and so it's money. So I have to go over here. Is that going to be 140 or 141? 140. So let's go ahead and put, this is going to be 140. And then that's our tax. Make sure you label it. Our TC, our total cost, is going to be the addition of those. So that's going to be $26.90. Oh, and that's there too. These are in order. Huh. Okay, so we're done with that side. I'll figure out what you're going to do in just a second. Do you got it? Did you get it? So let's go to this side. It says a CD costs $12.97. Oh, this is easy. A calculator is marked $13.97. Use a table to find the amount of sales tax and total. That's easy. What? So the shirt, whatever it is, the calculator is $13.45. How much tax are you going to pay on that? Look at your chart.
0.94.
0.94. It falls in between here. So it is going to be 0.94. So all you need to do here is $13.45 plus whatever the tax tells you on that chart. Somebody go ahead and add that up. Is that 14.39? Add it up in your calculator. Tell me.
14.39.
There we go. So that is our total. Is that on your answer bank? Why is it not on the answer bank? Maybe it's one I did in class because last year I didn't put it down. But that should be it because there's nothing even close. A calculator. All right. Well, let's do this one. 2 shirts marked $13.25. So $13.25 is going to be how much tax? Okay. However, it's going to be 13.25 times 2 plus how many of those taxes then should I add? Just one of them? Twice. Or actually, I should have no, I have to do it this way. Plus 0.93 times 2. And go ahead and put that in your calculator and tell me what you get. You should be able to put it in your calculator all at once.
So
No, I'm not doing it in parts. It's 13.25 times 2 plus 2 times 0.93, and that's what I get. Okay? 28.36, and maybe I just didn't put those on the answer bank. Oh, darn. Sorry. So 20... Okay, so we're done with those. All right. Then here, find the tip using mental math. Mental math. And this is really important that you know this. When you're doing 10%, watch carefully. Don't be looking at anything else. When you're doing 10% and there's 1 0, all you need to do is go over 1. 10% is 1.685. And then how would I round that? They over rounded it. It's one, they lied. That's not true. It would be, they're not going to overcharge you. They're going to round it to 1.69. Okay. So if you know 10%, then you can get any other percent. For example, this one. So don't worry about the 20. Worry about 10%. What is 10% of this amount? How many places do I move that decimal? So 1 to the left. So 10% is 6.315. But now how many 10% do I have? 2 of them. So I'm just going to double it. And add that up, and that is going to be 3612. So there it is right there. What is my tax going to be? Is that on there? Yes, that amount is on there. And that is right here. All right. So if I know, watch this one carefully. If I know 10%, let's find 10%. So 10% is how much of this? Move 1 place over. So 10% is 164. 5% is how much of 10%? Half. So I'm just going to take half of that. Half of 16 is 8. Half of 4 is 2. My tax is going to be 82 cents. Is that answer there? Does that make sense, people? Okay. So this time it's 15%. So I'm going to do 10% first. What's 10% of this? Noah, what's 10% of this?
0.58.
Very good. 0.58. But I need to tack on another 5%. 5% is how much of 10%? So I'm going to take half of this 58, which is, somebody take, is it 29?
29.
And then I just have to, so 10%, 5%, and I just add them up together. And that's how you, in a restaurant, you could do that very quickly. And so that comes to 17, is that 5, 6, 7, 8? Is 0.87 there? Yes. Okay. And tip is going to be the same as tax. Tip is going to be the same. So I'm not going to do those. And by the way, try to do it. They're saying rounding. Try to do it mental math. And then you can check with your calculator. So I'm just going to leave those for you to do. Let's see if there's anything difficult here. Before the tab. Okay. So this one should be easy. 24. Movie rental costs $475. The sales tax is 7.5%. Vinny has $15 to spend on movie rentals. How many movies can she rent? Well, this is almost how much money? It's almost $5. Let me see for one how much tax that's going to be. So do I have my percent? So I've got my percent. So I'm going to put 7.5, but I'm going to put my cent over 100. Don't lose that percent, times the 4.75. So this is going to give us the cost of one movie. So somebody calculate that out. In fact, I'm going to move my decimal right away. 1212. So you can just go 0.075 times 4.75. And what does that come to? Okay, let's speak louder. What? 0.3 what?
0.35.
65. So that tax 625. All right. So this tax is about how much? How much is that tax? Nobody knows what the tax is? Not one of you?
It's gonna be 0.36.
It's going to be about 36 cents. You're right. So the total amount for one movie is 4.75 plus 35. And so that comes to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And that's 5. All right. So will he be able to buy 3 movies? How many do you think, Maria? He can buy 2 because 2 of them is 10, 20. A third one would be 15, 30. He doesn't have enough with the tax. So he can buy 2, can rent 2, totaling $10.20. So this one's going to be so much easier. This one is just how much is the total cost of the meal. Oh, no. No, it's not. We have to go back to the paper for this one. For 23, and then we've got some word problems that we've got to do. Oh. It says they've ordered $3 soup and $8 sandwich. How much is that total? So they ordered $11. The sales tax is 6%. And then you leave a 20% tip on the cost of the food before tax is added. So let's do our tip first. What would a 10%, do it in your head, what would a 10% tax be?
Just
Move it over 1, and it's going to be what?
1.1.
Make it into money.
1.10.
1.10. 1.10. So that's very valuable that you know 10%. Oh, but I wasn't reading. What is the tax going to be? 20. So I just need to add another what? 110. So this total is 20%. Then let's add that up. No, I don't want to add that up yet. So this is my tip. My tip is $2.20. So that is my tip. Now we're going to do the tax. So the tax is before the tip. So again, what is the tax amount?
6%.
So this one I'll put my 100 right here and move it over twice. Move it over twice. So it's going to be 0.06 times the 11. So this is my tax. Somebody go ahead and put 0.06 times 11.
0.66.
Point what?
0.66.
So the tax is 0.66. So what is the total meal going to cost? Who knows the first thing I need to put? What's the original bill?
$11.
$11. So it's $11 plus the tax. So I need to put a decimal here. Plus the tax, which is 66. So right now the bill is $11.66. And then we're going to give how much tip?
20% tip.
And so do we have the tip?
Yes.
So 2.20. And I'm hoping this is on the answer bank. And so this would be our total. Okay. So that is it. It is there. So this is going to be 13.86. Alrighty. And then, did I give you a worksheet? Yes, I did. So you'll finish for sure everything on the back. Highlight it so we know which ones they are. And on this side, I would do it the quick way. What is the quick way to do all of these?
It's not 10%.
These aren't in 10%. So do it the decimal way. So what is this going to be? What's this decimal? Do it right here. What is that decimal going to be? Not 0.4, 0.04. So it's just going to be 0.04 times 40. You can put it in your calculator. What is this? If I put this 100 here and drop it, what is this decimal going to be? 0.0 what? 0.075. And if you're not sure, put 7.5 divided by 100 times 536. So I think if you do it the decimal way, it's going to be really fast. So go ahead and do all of those. So basically everything. And then, yeah, it's not going to take you long. Yeah, and all these you can make into decimals, so it's going to be easy. So now let's look at word problems. And some of you are having issues with word problems. In this class, you've got to understand word problems, or unfortunately, we can't go on, because word problems are going to be the entire year. So if you don't get it, we need to probably consider some changes. Anyway, so let's go ahead and see what you're going to have to do. This one's easy. What is the total price? I don't have to show you work for those. They want to leave. Okay, so they want to leave, the bill is this, they want to leave a 20% tip. Is that easy to do? Just how much is the tip? That's all they need to know. Is that easy? Mm-hmm. You're just finding the tip. Do you? Oh, you have mixed up answers too, don't you? Okay. Then, this time you bought 3 shirts, 2 pairs of socks for this amount, and slacks. You might need, yeah, I think you might need a different sheet of paper for this one, because some of them, they start getting crazy. So 51B, and we'll just say tax word problems. And so we'll do the number 3. Let me go ahead and, all right. So the number 3, what's the first thing that you're buying? How many? So 18 times 3. What's the next thing you're buying? And it's what? $3.99 times 2 pair. And then you're buying a pair of slacks. And I really don't need to put 1, but I just want to keep these on the same line. So 3 times 18 is 54. 2 times $3.99 is going to be $7.98, if my math is correct. 1 times 45 is 45. So what is my total for all of these? You have to do what? Add them all up. Somebody tell me what you get. I think it's 100 and something. It's what? 106.98. 106.98. All right, then let's see what it says. The sales tax is 8.5%. How much did he pay? Who wants to tell me how you're going to finish that?
Add it.
I'm going to add a percent to money.
Oh, no. Do the decimal method.
I would do let's get this as a decimal. So to make sure you know what you're doing, I would put that 100 there and move it twice, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that is going to be 0.085. So we can go this total times 0.085. And so just make sure that you know what that is. Somebody multiply that through and tell me what you get.
$9.0933.
So the tax is, tell me again.
9.0933.
Okay, so the tax we're going to use is 909. So, but I don't need it because I don't need it. So on this one, how much did he pay? So he paid 106.98 plus the tax, and then add those up. And so 106.98 plus 9.0933 6.09. What does it come to?
116.
Is that on the answer bank?
Yes.
That's a good thing. Okay. So 116.07. Okay. All right. So oops, wrong one. Yeah, this is it. 10116. Mala. 116.07. And put what it is. If it's the tax, put tax. If it's a tip, put tip. If it's a total, with the tax, go ahead and put that. We'll do the, how much was it? You got to do, oh, that's a good one. Okay. Oh, that's a good one. This one, they ordered this, they ordered that. The two children ordered pizzas, $4.99 each. Oh, we'll do this one. Okay. So they're going to pay a sales tax is 7.25%, and they're going to leave a tip. So who knows what I need to do first? What's the first thing I need to do? People, help me out. Edward, what's the first thing we need to do? Yes. I don't even need to read it to know. Add up what they ordered. Very good. So he ordered a meal for, this is number 4, for $6.25. Mrs. ordered something for $7.50. Two children ordered pizza. So how many $4.99 should I add? 2 of them. $4.99 plus another $4.99. Is that all? Yeah. And so get your total cost first. Anybody get it? What did you get? 64. I got 74. Did I do something wrong? 625, 750, 499. I got 2373.
Yes.
2373. All right. Then what do we have to do? So what are you going to calculate first? It doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and do maybe the tip first. So drop that, move it 1, 2. So the tip is 0.15 times what? What are we multiplying the 0.15 times? The 2373. I didn't leave enough room. 2373. And then somebody calculate that.
$3.5595.
So is that going to be, so yeah, it's going to be 3.559. I don't need the other number. Is that going to be closer to 355 or 356? So your tip is 356. And then the tax, what is the tax amount? What's the tax at?
7.25.
Can I just drop this and move it over?
Yes.
Because I've got my total, so drop it and move it from the decimal. So it's going to be 0.0725, and I didn't leave enough room, times 23.73. Hold on, 2 times 0.0725. What did you get? 1.72? Did you get 1.72 something?
I got 17.
17, then you didn't move your decimal or something. You had to move it. It's 100, and I go over 2 places. 1, 2, I have to put a 0 in front of that. Okay, that's a big mistake. All right, so you need to, get that together on that. So it comes to 1.7204 something, and I don't need the rest of it. Okay, so now how much was the total bill? What do I have to do with those numbers? And normally we put the tax first. So that's just how they bill you. They put the amount of the order. They put the tax, which is 1.72. And then we're going to throw in the tip, which is 3.56. And all together, we shall add that up. So it comes to what? 20, there you go. 29.01. I'm trying to think. Do I have those? Is that answer on there? Okay, good. So the total bill is 29.01. And we will do this one because it's a little different. This time she bought 50 beads for $9.95. It doesn't say each, so do I need to multiply that? No. She got a 10% discount and she paid a tax of 6%. Who knows what I should do first? Find the discount. In fact, can we do that in our head? What is the discount amount? Here's the, how do I do a 10% discount in my head? Move it over one place, and so that's going to be 0.995. So 0.995, but what does that round to? It rounds to $1. So it rounds to $1. Okay, so that is, am on a discount. Am I going to add or subtract?
Okay.
I'm going to subtract. That is my discount. And so that's going to be 8.95. And then now she's got to pay a what?
6% tax.
Now she's going to pay a 6% tax. So that is going to be, and I'm going to set it up like a multiplication. What is my decimal going to be? If I drop this, I have to go over 12.06. So I'm going to put 8.95 times 0.06. Somebody calculate that. Point what? 0.537. So is that closer to 53 or 54? So it's going to be 54. And I'll just write here, my tax is, make sure that you're labeling here. So if I ask you on Monday, what was the tax? Let's see where you got it wrong, that you have those numbers. And then we added up. A tax is at taxed on. And I'm getting $9.49. And that answer is there. So how much did you pay for the beads? And if I did a sentence, I would say the total amount after the discount plus tax is $9.49. Okay. This one, here's another one with a discount. So make sure you know how, and I'll let you do that. Tax. Okay, you can do those. They're easy.
Okay.
I think what we'll do is we'll do some of these on Monday. So I'm going to have you do just the front. Okay, finish the front. And then we'll do these on Monday. It's just a lot. Can you handle that, people? So just the front and then this worksheet. And I'm done. You just have a few minutes, so you can maybe... Here we go.